Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Mitch.
Welcome to Something in Game, Episode 4, all about the N64. Mitch, how are you today?
Good.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing well myself. Before we begin, though, I do want to clarify a couple things. Mitch, I did
What?
not have that bad of a childhood, like you said in Episode 3, just because I did not have the Sega Genesis.
I don't know. People disagree.
People don't disagree.
It's the internet. They all disagree.
It's possible. Anyways,
No, probable.
can we get on with the show?
You're the one derailing from the past.
Anyway, no, I just wanted to clarify because having the N64 does not mean I had a terrible childhood because I at least had that console.
Right. It'd be terrible if you didn't have it.
Yes, it would have, and then I probably would have cried instead of laughing about it. This guy. Anyways, so
So,
which
yes,
which N64 did you have?
the basic one.
That sounds exciting.
Well, the normal colored one.
Yeah,
Black.
okay, same here. I was thinking maybe you had one of the special kinds.
No, I really would like to have with a clear one.
That would have been cool though, to have one of those. I wonder if they still have them around somewhere.
You can order them online.
Probably like over $200.
Who knows?
Yeah, with retro gaming, that's what usually happens. But I'm going to start off with a really awesome game, probably one of the best games ever.
Which is?
Superman 64 said absolutely nobody. It was one of the worst games ever. I can't even play it. I can't even trying to put it into words. I can't even believe I played that game thinking it was cool.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't. All you do.
You fly through the rings and you fail.
Yeah, you fly through the rings, explore the city, fly through the rings. I can't even believe that people hyped up that game as a kid and just be like, yeah, it's awesome, and then you play it and it's absolutely terrible.
Well, I'm surprised it got through playtesting.
That game shouldn't even see the light of day.
It shouldn't.
It's like parents buy it for the kids just to have as a punishment.
Well, they put a recognizable brand on there, thinking parents will buy it for the kid.
Parents, don't buy kids crappy games. It's just like a punishment, okay?
No, it's research the game before you buy it.
Yeah, that too. Mitch, what's some of the games that you played?
Well, best one to start with is Mario 64. That's what came with it.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed that game. I also just like in the beginning where you just pull his hat down and kind of just pull his nose and just kind of mess with him.
Oh yeah, it's a fun little mini game to mess with in the opening.
Yeah, but it really changed the genre of 3D gaming with all the
Well,
different camera angles and that.
first real 3D game for most people.
Yeah, it definitely came out in '96 and it was the flagship of the N64.
Yeah, plenty of worlds to go through. So many different stars and different ways to collect them. So many different ways to speedrun that game too.
Yeah, that is definitely true, and I like how you could just jump into different paintings and go onto your level.
Oh yeah, they nailed the whimsy in that game so well.
Yeah, and I don't even think they could ever get close to that game.
Yeah, they can, but it's always like trying to emulate that first moment. You can't beat the first moment.
Right. You should, and that's the thing with gaming too. Like when they make a really awesome game, they should try to build on top of that, not just like panic and be like, oh well, we need something better and just rewrite everything.
Well, yes and no. I mean, there's some stuff that's like, would you have enjoyed more painting worlds if there were more?
Right.
But at what point does that become tedious or uninspired at that point?
That is true. I never really thought about that. A good game for me though was WWF No Mercy, and the reason I liked that game because it was innovative. Thank you. That's the word I'm thinking of. Innovative because of the fact that they changed up the graphics. They pushed the console to the limit on it. They put different types of modes in there, and the championship mode, which had branching storylines. And the reason I liked it because I played it with a buddy of mine, had him over, and we just played tag team matches and everything.
Well,
And
multiplayer is what ruled on the N64.
yeah, and that's what him and I enjoyed, and it was just a lot of fun playing it. But there was just one problem with the game, though.
What?
I had the bad cartridge.
Bad cartridge, bad childhood.
No, it's not a bad childhood. It's just it just had a really bad save file on it, and that's the thing. Like some games back then, just you didn't know which cartridge you're gonna get. If you're gonna get one that had the the save bug or the non-save bug. So
Well, they can't patch it out.
no, what THQ and Ukes had, no, Aki, sorry, not Ukes. Ukes was on the PlayStation. Aki had to do was send out new cartridges to stores so that way if people had the bad one, they could trade it in for the new one.
Yeah, but that's not as bad as what happened with Mario Party.
Oh, do tell on that one.
Well, first Mario Party is the Palm Destroyer.
Oh,
Couple mini games in there. You got to rotate the control stick, and the best way to do that was with your palm and
yeah, that's
get a big ass blister on your palm.
yeah. I don't want a big ass blister on my palm.
Well, it got so bad Nintendo had to send out gloves to people to as a compensation for it.
Well, thank you for bringing that up too, because even with WWF No Mercy and even WCW NWO Revenge, both games, if you wanted to steal your opponent's moves and that, you kind of had to rotate the joystick and
Yeah, but that's
do
not
it.
the game that's known for that problem.
No, I'm the same, but still,
It's
do
still a
that.
problem.
Yeah, it's still a problem back then. That was one of the problems with that N64 was having that joystick right there, and the controllers is odd too. I mean,
Yeah, they never used the D-pad on that controller for anything.
no, they did for a few
There's a few
things.
things, but for the most part, you're using the stick and the buttons. You're not using the. You never use L and R really either.
No, and the Z button's just down at the bottom.
Yeah, but that was a convenient spot for it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like with WCW NWO Revenge, which was one of the best wrestling games of all time, you can use the Z pad button to, if you want the computer to take over for you, you can just hit the Z pad and boom. Yes, it's a Z button. I meant to say C button.
ZCZ.
Yeah, that one. Sure. You just gotta roast me sometimes, don't you?
It's my job.
Gotta keep me on my toes.
Well, you're sitting.
But going back to WCW NWO Revenge, I got to play that with some friends and that, and the best game mode was the Battle Royale mode because you can put up 40 superstars, and then if you got eliminated, you can just hit the
Tag
Z
in a new
button.
one.
Yep, hit the Z button, take over a new character. That was a lot of fun, and all that good stuff.
Was it
No,
good?
yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, the characters were all blocky and all that, but it wasn't all about the graphics in those games. It was about the gameplay.
Well, yeah, but some games looked a lot better than others. Would you rather play Banjo or would you rather play more WCW?
I was more WCW. But because it was a hot product back then. I mean, they dominated Raid 3 weeks.
Oh,
But getting back to what you were talking about, with the whole Palm Destroyer thing with Mario Party.
yeah.
Did you break your controller?
No, never broke it, but I
Okay.
mean, I had a big ass blister in my hand.
Did you run to your parents? Go, Mom, I got a blister on my hand.
No, you just learn to take it easier when those mini games come up.
Yeah, I don't. Blah, blah, blah. Uh,
Yes.
I was trying to say was that you don't seem like the kid back then that would break his controllers and get angry and everything.
Well, no, they're expensive.
Yeah, but I wasn't like that either, so don't worry.
Okay.
Good. But tell me more about those Mario Party games. I never got to play them. I got to play other ones later.
Well, two's known for having the costumes in it, which they don't do in any future game, other than the one no, they don't do it in the remake either.
That was a remake.
Yeah, well, Virtual Console release or when they did the Super Mario Party and they reused
okay.
the old boards.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then I liked Mario Party 3 the best because they had the best variety on everything.
Well, that's good.
So they had a big variety of mini games, items, boards.
Did you push the limits to the graphics on that game or no?
No, they all looked the same basically.
Okay.
Maybe little tweaks here and there with design.
Right.
But 3 also had the better two-player mode in that game with dueling mode.
Okay.
It's like each Mario Party has a special mode that doesn't really show up in the next game.
Right, because they want to make each game special.
Yeah.
I mean, if it just had the same thing, would be the point.
Yeah, because one's got like the mini game island where you go through all the different mini games. 2 has mini game coaster, which is kind of the same thing, but you're just doing more of a descent on it. Plus, it gets a lot harder.
No. Yeah.
3's got the an adventure mode, which is just you play through all the boards by yourself.
Okay.
But then between each board, then you do a dual run.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely was what we like to call those games, friend destroyers.
Yeah.
If you play with friends and
Play with friends. It's how often can you screw them over with the items? Am I going to steal all your coins with Boo, or am I going to steal your stars?
yeah, I'm pretty sure there's probably a bunch of swearing with kids back then, and parents are like, I can't believe you just said those words. And then they try playing Mario Party and they understand. Just imagine, you know. Uh, I have another game on there is Perfect Dark, which was a spiritual successor to GoldenEye 007. And the campaign was pretty much about two alien races, and you just try to save humanity.
Okay. Just run and shoot, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. And they use a lot of assets from GoldenEye 007, especially when you
Oh,
played multiplayer. And that's what
that's
that
all the
game.
rare games on there.
Yeah,
Because those are the best games on the N64, all the rare stuff, besides the Nintendo stuff.
yeah. And I really enjoyed that game because it was harder than GoldenEye, I will say that. And I enjoyed it. I did beat the campaign. Thank you. I just can't tell you what the ending was because I don't remember, but I know I beat it. But I did play a lot of the campaign, a lot of the multiplayer with him and my brother, so we had fun. And I played it with friends too. What games you got, bud?
Oh, what about the two Zelda games on there?
Oh, Ocarina of Time, yes. Even though I said in a previous episode I'm not a fan of Zelda, that game I did enjoy because I got to fish in that game.
That's the best mini game in the whole game.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. My mom's like, "Aren't you ever gonna beat the game?" I'm like, "I just enjoy the fishing." Yeah, my mom picked on me a lot about certain games I played. I don't know
No,
why. It's whatever, you know.
no, it's like Ocarina of Time's like one of the best games on
Oh,
there for of
absolutely.
all time of any
Whether
system.
you're a fan or not, I mean, I would recommend it.
Yeah,
100%.
but the second one, Majora's Mask, a lot more difficult trying to get around in that game.
Yeah, I tried it.
Too
I mean,
stressful with the 3 day cycle.
yes, yes, I do say that.
Yeah, but once the timing clicks on it, it gets a lot easier. Or once you learn when all the events start taking place.
Right. But with, going back to Ocarina of Time, though, I mean, it's just the colors are very bright,
No,
vibrant.
it was revolutionary for the time.
Yeah, it was, being a kid and seeing those colors just pop.
A lot
Yes,
of
I did that. Pop.
pop.
Pop. But I mean, you do seem like a kid that probably played Pokemon Stadium.
I had Pokemon Stadium. The mini games are like the best in the series on that game.
Well, that's I never got to play it, so I can't have an opinion on that
You'd
one.
spend more time in mini game mode than battle mode.
Okay, so it's one of those games,
Well, it's basically the same as playing on the Game Boy. It's you pick a team and then you have a bunch of moves to choose from and fight.
right?
It's not super in depth, but I mean you can import your own Pokemon from the red and blue into it.
Okay, that's well, at least it gives you something,
Well, yeah. Well, plus you could earn rewards in the game that you could send to your copy of red or blue.
right? No,
You could earn an extra EV or one of the starters for playing through, I think, the gym leader mode.
okay. Well, sounds exciting.
It is.
Sounds like you had an exciting childhood playing those games.
It's fun. I never played the second one, but it's more or less the same. Just
Yeah, I
you can
don't
play
see.
gold and silver with it.
Yeah, I don't see them getting innovative.
Yeah, they're not going to be that innovative again ever.
No. I do know that Mario Kart is another game I consider a friend ruiner too, because how many times they screw each other over with the
Oh yeah,
shells.
battle mode and that's so much fun.
See, if I would have known him as a kid, I probably would have been shelled to death.
Yeah,
He would have been like, "No, I'll let you go ahead. All right, aiming, fire." And I'd be like, "Seriously?" You'd be like, "Oh, it wasn't me. It was him."
no, just went around the entire track and hit you. It was your own shell.
Yeah, but that game also was just a lot of fun. I mean, you go from the Super Nintendo version to that version, you definitely see upgrade in graphics, upgrade with just the mechanics and everything. And
Well, yeah. I mean, the other major kart racer on there is Diddy Kong Racing,
yeah, I didn't play
which
that one, but I did
it's
hear about
fun,
it.
but it's more difficult to control compared to Mario Kart. The tracks are a little bit more intricate, I'd like to say, and it's harder to land the abilities when you pick them up.
Okay.
But on the plus side, you got to fly a plane.
Oh man, I probably would enjoy that.
So you
And
got a
then
little mini biplane you get to fly around in, or the hovercraft.
I probably would have went up and went. That would be my luck. All right, I'm flying the plane. Oh, that's not
Well, yeah, but it was
good.
also a kart racer with a dedicated story mode.
Yeah, that's good because a lot of games back then too, in my opinion, just didn't always have a good story mode.
Well, they also were all trying to emulate Super Mario 64 with collectibles.
Yeah, and that's what you needed back then because you didn't have online multiplayer back then, so they
Yeah.
had to have something.
Well, yeah. I mean, even Banjo Kazooie and Tooie, they're both collectible thons. So you're going around collecting a bunch of shit.
You said shit.
Well, yeah, but that was the fun of the game was going around collecting all the stuff, seeing how fast you could do it, progressing through everything. But then Donkey Kong 64 kind of ruined it because too much to collect.
Yeah, and not only that, it wasn't always good explaining what you needed to do.
No, and then having to switch between 5 characters for every stage, basically having to play it 5 times.
That would just been a headache. I didn't need a headache back then trying to play that game.
No,
But my mom's like, "Oh, you want this game?" I'm like, "No, no, 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 no,
no, but they
no."
learned what not to do when making a collectathon like that.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like games that I can collect things and it
Yeah,
just makes it more exciting. But I want a game that's not going to give me a headache.
no, but there's a limit to how much you want to give and
Yeah,
take on that.
definitely, definitely for sure. Mario Tennis. Now that is a game I enjoyed.
Only tennis game that's good.
Yes, hands down. 10 out of 10 recommend. It was just, yeah, all the characters, different abilities and stuff.
No, they didn't have different abilities in the first one.
Oh, I'm thinking the second
You're
one
thinking of the
too.
most recent one where they get special powers.
Well, to me, it's just, yeah,
Well, yeah, well, you had the
But I
Mario
did,
Kart mode where you got the item boxes.
right. I am thinking of that one too. I played it, but the first one, I'm thinking abilities like, it, I'm trying to think here. Words here. Words just kind of escape. No, I'm just saying like different. I'm thinking like different characters that you play. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, but everyone at the end of the day plays the same.
I like playing as Luigi,
Mm-hmm.
so Luigi fan, hands down.
I'd always play as Mario.
But I played that with a friend of mine, and they stopped playing because I got really good, and they didn't want to play anymore.
How dare they?
I didn't know in the game though, but it was a lot of fun to play. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking of the second one and talking about the first one. I have no idea why.
Don't know.
Yeah.
How about Star Fox 64?
Star Fox 64. No, I did not play that one.
It's a lot of fun. Basically, arcade style. You go through each stage blowing stuff up.
Okay.
But there was secret paths if you knew how to do certain things in each of the stages. So you could go down a harder path with a more difficult missions, or take the easy path and
So,
just finish each level.
which path did you take?
Well, you want to play all of the paths.
So you took the difficult one first?
Well, I didn't know it existed first.
I know I can see Mitch going, I'm going to take the difficult path and everything.
Well, once you figure out that it's there, then you start looking for it in the other stages.
Right.
Something distracting over there?
It's just my cat just played with the pen. She's just sitting there. At least she's not interacting as much today.
Well, she's thinking about it.
Yeah,
Here she comes. You had to talk to her.
Yep.
Keep her away from the buttons this time.
Yes. All right. And oh, she came to see Mitch. How sweet. Pokemon Snap.
Photo
Play it?
game. Very unique compared to everything else on there. You'd say it's its first instance of photo mode.
Yeah, I didn't play it, so I figured I'd ask you. Another game I definitely did play was Super Smash Bros.
That's one of the best.
One of the best. I remember playing that with friends, and I remember watching people in high school at lunchtime. We used to be able to hang out and game and stuff, and I would just watch them. And boy, they said things that I'm not going to repeat on here. They would just go at it, cutthroat, everything.
No, there's so much replayability out of it.
Oh no, absolutely! But it was also a friend ruiner. I've heard them swear, almost get into fights, and I'm just like,
well, half the multiplayer games on the N64 are friendship ruiners.
Yeah. But that's what made it fun,
Well,
though.
yeah.
I mean, they all reconciled and stuff afterwards. It's just they're in the heat of the moment.
Well, yeah. Well, it's also first system to have 4 players be able to play at the same time.
Oh yeah. And then, years later they built on that game with everything.
What else we got here? Paper Mario.
No, I've heard about that game though. Do
It's
tell.
so much fun for an RPG.
Okay.
Basically, go through the entire epic storyline with Mario and Bowser to collect star spirits, save the princess, tell the cat to get out of the way. There's no cats in the game, unfortunately.
No.
She's gonna ruin the take.
Is she? No,
She's thinking about it.
Is she thinking about it? She's just rubbing her face
It's
on
one
it.
button to destroy the video right there.
Which is interesting about my cat. And I know sidebar here, but she just likes to be in everything and all that good stuff. Diddy Kong Racing.
We talked about that.
Oh, right. Oh my lord.
Losing your place on my list. But Kirby 64.
Kirby 64, I heard that game was good. I never had a chance to play it, but from what I saw people play, I thought it looked really good.
Well, the best part about the game is the mix and matching of the copy abilities. So you can take 2 different abilities, mash them together, and you get something new. Best one was lightsaber.
Okay.
Or, well, Darth Maul lightsaber.
Lifesaver or saber?
Lightsaber.
Oh, I thought for a moment you said lifesaver. I'm like, I didn't know they had candy in that game.
Well, they do. There's rare candy to be invincible.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not saying you said lifesaver. I'm just saying what it sounded like I heard. So don't worry.
Well, you need to play the game then. You're missing out.
Didn't want to offend you over there. Let's see what else we have here. Yoshi.
Yoshi Story.
Yes. Did you play it?
Yes.
And?
It's fun.
Well, that's very descriptive.
No, you run through the stages. Real chill game, and you got to eat like 30 fruit to advance to the next stage.
Okay. I like chill games.
But I mean, it's more about getting, if you want to go for it, get more points. And the melons were worth the most points, but they were also like hidden throughout the entire stages.
Okay.
You also had to collect flowers so that you could unlock more stages in the next level. So yeah, there's like 4 stages you can run through on each level, but you only do one of them at a time.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Very descriptive.
No, it's fun. It's just you're Yoshi, you throw eggs, eat people, mostly shy guys.
I saved the best game for last, and I did mention it. GoldenEye 007 was the best game, in my opinion, for multiplayer, because if you had the cheat codes, not only just having the regular characters, but the cheat codes to add up to 64 other characters, but most of them were just probably people that worked on the game.
Well, it's just everybody's reskinned.
Yeah, but still, I mean, that's what my brother and I played, and of course, my mom played with us, and
multiplayer mode was played way more than the regular campaign.
Yeah, definitely for sure. Of course, my mom played with us, and she was the screen watcher, so she knew exactly where we were. And we tried to hide up the screen and everything.
You didn't have the big cardboard setup where you had to lock each section?
No, not with her, because she didn't allow in that. But I did that with friends, and that we all played at a friend's house, and we did the multiplayer. We had all of us were like, "Hey, don't be looking at my screen. Don't be," and we would just try to build forts and stuff so no one could see, blanket over so no one.
Yeah, but you see how technology has advanced where we each get our own screen now.
Yeah, just imagine that would have been cool back then too. Be able to have our own screen.
Yeah, if you get 007 working on I don't know what you call it, on a PC. That way you can have multiple people playing.
Yeah, definitely for
Pretty sure someone's modded that at some point to do that.
Yeah, but the reason that game is just, means a lot to me was because I got to play with friends in a multiplayer, but I got to play that game with my mom. And my mom was like my backseat gamer with the campaign. Yes.
Telling you that you suck?
No. Be like, hey, you missed something over there and all that. But I did beat the game through without the cheat codes, and then it was just fun to go back and be invincible and invisible. The only problem is being invisible is that when you had to escort someone, you had to disable that so they would follow you. Otherwise, they wouldn't move.
Well, how dare they not program that?
I would just end up killing them. And my mom's like, you just failed the mission. She got in my way and she wouldn't move. Well, don't you remember No, I had to go get the book so I can remember the codes. But it was just a lot of fun playing that game. Like I said, it meant a lot to me. Got to play that with my mom because this all wraps up in the story of how I got the N64. My mom got it for my brother and I because we had, back being a kid, you get the Lunchables and you can see if you won something or not. And I won something. It was originally supposed to be a Game Boy Color,
Mhm.
but she went to Walmart and she was like, "Can I get, instead of getting this, can I get the N64 a couple games? Because I don't want my sons fighting over it." And
Yeah,
they
one
hooked
Game
her.
Boy doesn't go very far.
No, and my brother and I would have fought over it.
Oh yeah,
But she got the GoldenEye 007 for my brother. I got the WCW NWO Revenge, and then we got another game was called Chef's Love Shack, which is a South Park game. It was a trivia game, and it had the mini games in it. No, I'm not going into that game right now. I'll explain that later because it just that's what it meant to me. Because my mom, who was a single mom at that time, worked hard and took the time out of her day to go out and do that and surprise me when I got home. Say, hey, I got you something. She
yeah,
had it all set up and everything. And I thought that was really cool. And I was just like, you didn't have to. She's like, well, I want to be able to play games with my kids. And that's why it meant a lot to me.
yeah.
That's why it's one of my favorite consoles and everything. And I hope one day to be able to, get one of those because I tried.
Get with your own kids. If you
One
ever get
day.
married.
Yeah, one day. Who knows? But what's the council mean to you?
Well, mine I got with my parents did like a little bowling league thing. So it's like every week we'd go bowling, and then the league would collect money from us for the game to actually do the bowling and for towards an N64 and some games.
Okay,
So it's like I don't know how many weeks we did it, but at the end of it, everyone got. I mean, it's not just me; it's like 20 other people doing stuff.
we are number one.
No,
Okay.
I wasn't that good at it at the time. The bowl better now, but not at then. But it
Yeah.
was more about just it was something to do on the Saturdays with them essentially.
Did you have to use the bumpers?
At first,
What about now?
I can do fine without it.
You sure?
Yeah,
I think when he's done, we should go bowling. I should totally just have them put the bumpers up for you.
well, I
So,
wouldn't need them. You'd need them.
I wouldn't need them. I can bowl just fine.
What's your average?
Terrible, but I still can bowl fine because I do it for fun. I don't care what my average is.
Well, then you're going to get blown out of the water. You're
I'm
not going to
not
have
in
any
a,
fun when you're
I'm
losing
not in the
terribly.
league. Not in the league, so don't worry. uh, but yeah, so our next episode though is going to be more about console wars because it's going to be about the PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Yeah, because they went to war with the N64.
And who won?
I think more people. I think, in my opinion, had the N64, but eventually moved on to PlayStation if they wanted more of the games on there.
Well, there's a wider variety on the PlayStation,
Yeah,
but we'll get into that next time.
yeah, we'll definitely get into next time. So for Jonathan,
I'm Mitch.
and this was something game. Keep on gaming, and we'll see you next time.